My name is Archibald Chesterfield III. I'm a YouTube entertainer and celebrity, and I'd like to thank you for watching this video. Hello, Paul Pluta channel, your #1 choice for premium watch reviews. Who are you going to turn to? Who are you going to look to? Archie Luxury, the method actor who plays Paul Pluta. That's who I would turn to. Like, subscribe, and tell your fuckhead friends about my channel. And don't forget, look in the description for 10 ways you can keep me full-time on PooTube. Okay, fuckers. Dear Archie, what a pleasure it is to see you in full flight. I've been watching your show for a few months now, and I haven't... for a few months... Where the fuck are my glasses? I'll get my glasses. When you're getting... It's called pre-diabetes, fuckers! You eat enough sugar, and your vision will blur, fuckers. Okay. What a pleasure it is to see you in full flight. I've been watching your show for a few months now, and I've learnt much about these jewel-like machines and the philosophy of horology. Thank you. I'm going to send you money via PayPal as soon as I reacquaint myself with that procedure. This is my question. I want to build a 3-piece collection. The centerpiece of it will be a Jaeger-LeCoultre Reverso Grandate. Flanking it, a Rolex bluesy, and either a Man on the Moon or a Breguet Type 21. My wrists are big, so anything under 40 is too small for my liking. My problem is, I've looked so long and hard at so many pieces, I'm confused because while I like the balance of the above collection, I'm suddenly hit by the idea of buying just one or two hard hitters. E.g., I'm enamored by the 41mm AP Royal Oak 3-hand black waffle dial, and they are available on the US on Chrono24 for around 20,000 Australian, unworn. To this, I would add the Reverso and put the bluesy on the back burner. The other idea is to buy a Rolex Daytona and keep it with the Reverso Grandate. I need a little direction from you for a rational path to take on this adventure. Please help me with putting together a 2 to 3 piece collection. Pre-loved watches naturally. In the past I owned a steel sub and an IWC chronograph. I sold these, a regrettable decision, but it seemed the right thing to do at the time. I have lived in Chiang Mai for a number of years, and I'm glad you're a fan of Thailand. Yours sincerely, Jeff. P.S. Feel free to use my name in your vid. $50 on the way. P.P.S. Don't read this part on air. Oops, okay. Okay, now let's have a look at this idea. I gotta tell you the truth here, Jeff. I liked it when I was reading. You're going to build a 3-piece collection. I believe quality, it's all in the detail. Quality is more important than quantity. And I was actually getting really excited there. I said to myself, this is fucking sounding dreamy. A Jaeger-LeCoultre Reverso Grandate. Yes, I've got one. I love it. Absolutely love it. It's the dress watch with a sporting heritage. It's big. It's beautiful. I love the choice. Then you were saying you're going to have a 2-tone bluesy, 2-tone steel and gold subby, and then either a Man on the Moon or a Breguet. You wanted things over 40mm. Okay, not a problem. No worries at all there. Now, I gotta tell you the truth there. Let's just back this truck up. Let's reverse, do a little bit of reversing. Okay, so let's have a bit of a talk here, man to man. Now, the only thing that worries me, now, with your next statement is that you love the AP, you're thinking about, hey, hang on a minute. Now, let's just reverse this truck. Now, I gotta tell you in all honesty, yes, that is a great dilemma to have. However, we've got to get some basics right. For starters, as you said, the centerpiece is the Jaeger-LeCoultre Reverso Grandate. That is our piece de resistance. That's a great piece. So I think, no matter how we go, I reckon that's a great centerpiece. It's horology. It's great bang per buck. It's a great piece. Now, the only thing that worries me is that's like our grail piece in the middle. I I'm excited with the bluesy because I tell you what, the bluesy is such a usable watch. You can wear it to work. You can wear it every day of your life. Not a problem at all. However, I don't know whether an AP is really going to do the same thing because it is a fucking delicate watch. I've got many fans who've got APs. My good friend of mine in America has got the 15300. That's the 39mm version. And he said, even putting the bastard in your pocket, he said, it's not like Rolex steel. This is AP steel. It's like fucking chocolate. And I got to tell you the truth. That's what's worrying me, is that this AP, I don't think it's anywhere near as versatile as the bluesy. Now, the bluesy itself there, it's a lot cheaper. It's about half the price. For a pre-ceramic, bit more for a ceramic, but I really think that is the cornerstone of the collection. This two-tone bluesy, yes, you could get an AP in the collection if you wanted to, but stop, let's back the truck up. I think you've got to really add pieces. This is not a fucking museum piece. These are usable things. And I think, to be honest with you there, I would be going for usable things. The problem with the AP is it's too fucking delicate. Absolute bitch to service. Absolutely delicate piece. I would tread carefully. I would see the AP as more of a dress watch. It's going to be a very delicate piece. If you wanted the AP, sure, make that the center point. That could be your grail. But I think you got to decide, do you want the Reverso Grand Date or do you want an AP? So personally, the AP wins hands down any time. Even though the AP is a hell of a lot more expensive, the Reverso is just so fucking cool. Now, I would say to you, you're saying you can see you can get the AP for 20. Yes, well, 20,000 Australian is a lot of fucking money. That is a lot of coin. You can get some decent Pateks for that money too, but you know, I think you're losing the point. So I would say, personally, I would say the AP, sure, if you really want the AP, get the AP instead of the Reverso. Have it as your special watch. In my opinion, I think the AP is not as cool as the Reverso. And I think the bluesy is just such a great piece. You can swim with it. You know, make sure you get the seals checked. Doesn't matter what watch you got. You got to make sure the seals are up to date. Otherwise, the bastard could let water in. But Rolex is just so versatile. You strap the bastard on, off you go. It's just so usable. I would say to you, I really think myself, I like the collection of a Jaeger-LeCoultre Reverso, two-tone bluesy, and a Omega Speedmaster Man on the fucking Moon. I think that's cool. Why not the Breguet? Well, again, the Breguet is it's getting more delicate. It's not as usable. See, the whole beauty of that three-piece collection of having the Reverso Grand Date, the bluesy, and the Man on the Moon is, you've got two usable pieces. You got the bluesy and you got your Man on the Moon Omega. And as you want to go somewhere special, you put the fucking Reverso on. If you got the Breguet instead, well, the Breguet's a great watch. I love the Breguet. Personally, I like the Breguet Type 20 better than the 21, but that's just me being a pain in the ass. The 21 is still cool, but it's big money. I reckon, personally, my own honest opinion, I would definitely get the Reverso Grand Date, the two-tone bluesy, and the Man on the Moon. I think that's a perfect three-piece. If you've got more money to spend down the track, like you're talking about this here, I would seriously say, okay, then you could add an AP. But I'd get those three pieces because I really think those are beautiful pieces. Let's just back the truck up, man. Just back it up. That's a lot of money you're already putting into that. The bluesy is going to cost you, what, for a second-hand pre-ceramic, 10 Aussie. The Reverso would be about 8. It's nearly 20,000. Man on the Moon's going to set you back probably 4 Aussie. Is it Aussie? So what's that? 22 to 24,000. That's still a lot of fucking coin, okay? That is serious money, and that's 3 usable pieces. If you really love the AP, and yeah, it is a cool watch, you could substitute AP, you could substitute a Patek. They're delicate dress watches, and I don't think the AP would be anywhere as usable as the two-tone bluesy, because the two-tone bluesy, you can go to a war zone and back, and the fucking thing will still be cool. The AP, oh, I wouldn't do that, you know. Then you're also saying there the other idea is to buy a Rolex Daytona. Okay, they're hard to get. They're hard to get. So you couldn't get the new one because they're, you know, Rolex only sells them to their fucking favored stupid customers who buy oodles of watches. So they're not going to sell it to you easily. And then if they did, it'd be full retail. And then if they did, it could possibly be above retail. You're going to pay high money. No, it's not that. I mean, it is a great watch. The Daytona is amazing, but it's not that fucking amazing. I'd much rather the ceramic Daytona, the steel ceramic Daytona. They're going for like 20,000 Australian dollars, which is ridiculous. And I would honestly say to you, you're better off with the fucking something, you know, like the AP. I'd prefer the AP instead of the fucking Daytona. The Daytona and the Reverso, again, it's getting so expensive. Then if you spend 20,000 on it, you want to keep it pristine because it's fucking so expensive, and you're not going to get top whack back if it's not fucking perfect. So you're getting into more, if. What if. But I honestly think myself there, Jaeger-LeCoultre Reverso, two-tone bluesy, and a Man on the Moon. That would be the perfect 3-piece. If you then wanted something a little bit extra, you could buy a 4th piece. But I reckon get that little triangle going, get those 3 pieces, and you'll be fucking more happy than a pig in shit. The AP, that's getting a bit greedy, okay? They're an absolute cunt to service. The APs are fucking expensive, they're delicate, they're fragile. They are not a sports... They're not like a fucking Rolex, believe you me. The Breguet is probably a little bit, but the Man on the Moon, such good bang per buck. You're spending, we're not being cheap. You're still spending a fair whack a coin. I reckon get those 3 pieces. Then later on you could do something else. But at the moment, no man, don't get the AP. The AP is trouble, okay? It's like buying it's like saying, well, you know, I could buy a brand new Mazda 6. Or I could buy a 10-year-old S-Class. Do you have any fucking idea what that fucking S-Class costs to run? So, I think realistically, stick with the first idea. Reverso Grande, two-tone bluesy, and Omega. Simple. That's fine. It's nothing to be ashamed of. Those pieces, they're bulletproof. They will hold their value. That is the best way to go. So, there you go. That's my opinion. Archie Luxury's opinion. Tell me what you fuckers think. I reckon just go for the 3. That is a beautiful collection. Tell me what you fuckers think. Archie Luxury channel, Paul Pluta channel. Tell me what you fuckers think of that.
We specialize in the repair of Rolex and Patek Philippe watches. We've been doing the same thing for more than 25 years. We have Rolex technicians certified by Rolex who actually used to work for the company for many years, like if we're doing the work on the factory. We completely disassemble the watch and we put it to work like brand new condition. When you get a pre-owned watch, it's like if you're getting a brand new unit. The only difference is the money.